Ready to take a shot at a new game? Welcome to MMO Good to Go, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 5 free-to-play shooters. Our main focus is to highlight games that you're either playing in the first person or third person and on foot for the main duration of the game, and where multiplayer mostly consists of human versus human. So games like War Thunder and World of Tanks are excluded from this list, as they will be in a list of their own, as well as H1Z1, as that'll be a whole nother list as well. Now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and get started. Coming at the bottom of the list is Fistful of Frags. I know those of you that play or have played will recognize this game as a mod of Counter-Strike Source, and it's mostly for that reason that it's so low on the list. Not that number 5 is anything to scoff at. The game is fast-paced and has game modes that'll keep you looking over your shoulder, such as Team Shootout, where you can play as either 2 teams against each other or 4 teams against each other, adding an extra quickness to the game. There's also Duel, where you can literally duel a single opponent vying for the top spot on the leaderboard. There's a ranking system and a tons of fun to be had. Mostly this game can be seen as novelty, but it's really a ton of fun and it's truly worth looking at, and it well deserved to be on number 5 spot. Coming in at number 4, we have Tribes: A Sin, published by Hi-Rez Games. Although compared to the other Tribes, this game is not nearly as quick-paced. This game does, however, go faster than most shooters, and if you aren't going fast, you'll find yourself flying in the air in the very satisfying ragdoll effect that has always been a part of the franchise, with several classes like Pathfinder and Soldier, just to name a few. You'll find you won't be short on jobs that need to be performed to keep your base active and your flags safe. And after all, this is the game that coined the phrase "gotta go fast." Although this game is not nearly as active as it used to be, Tribes of Sin has tournaments that still go on, and there is an APK pack that you can download so that you can add your own little flair to the game. Number 3 on our list is Soldier Front 2, a game that is the most like Counter-Strike that you'll find, and like Counter-Strike, the game was designed to be competitive. There are several tournaments being held, and the game can be a lot of fun to play. Like the other games on the list, this isn't a pay-to-win game, which is actually not very common in the first-person shooter world. Now, this game can seem cut and paste from Counter-Strike, and that isn't necessarily a bad thing. Counter-Strike is a fantastic game, and Soldier Front 2 does well to emulate many of the things that made its inspiration great. We have in our number 2 spot a game that has come out in 2007. Yes, 2007, and for some of you that should make you feel really old. I know I kind of do. Team Fortress 2 is a game that was so popular they put it in an orange box. Then it could not be contained in an orange box, so they made it free because it was just that great, and it's still being played to this day, not just by a few, but several tens of thousands of people every single day. They are constantly adding new modes and classes, and have tournaments that are still being played today. Finally, in our number 1 spot, we have Unreal Tournament. I know what you're thinking. Whoa, a brand new game that isn't even out of the alpha stage? And compared to the other games on the list, it's true. But we strongly believe that this great looking and fun game has more than earned our spot as number 1 because of its solid gameplay and comeback to the games of old. The game looks great, and as we've stated, the game is in the alpha, but it's better than a lot of the games that are currently being released that you must purchase from a store, and many games that are either out of beta or in beta, and this game is user driven. The users create maps like the old Counter-Strike, and there are several gameplay types. One of the things that Unreal Tournament does best is that it keeps things classic. It doesn't go for common zombie modes that are in most of the games now. It doesn't have any fancy new modes either. It knows what it's good at, and it excels in. There are already tournaments being made for the game, and this is one of the fastest games I have played since Quake. I've been a player of Unreal since Gold in 1998, and this game lives up to the pedigree, and in my opinion, it exceeds it. Do you agree with our list, or did we miss our mark? Leave a comment below and tell us your list of shooters that you believe should be at the top, and don't forget to share and like this video, and subscribe to get more videos just like this.